It's Saturday morning. It is August 22nd, 2026. I have no idea sometimes what the year is. Let's start sitting. Let your legs go out and take your hands interlaced behind your left knee. And look down at your left knee and say, I promise I won't push or force or do anything that doesn't feel right. I'm going to take care of it, and if it doesn't feel right, I'm not going to do it. And then tell the knee to tell that to the rest of your body. Did you tell it? Okay. What we're going to do here is a very gentle glide. Now, there's a few things that we're gliding. The hip is gliding, the knee is gliding. But I call this a knee glide. Knee glides and glides in what I call them in my jointercise method. The glides are the first line of approach when dealing with your physical issues in your body. That means you want to get the joint to open. You want to get the joint to glide smoothly on its surfaces. You want to increase the awareness and the proprioception there. So you're listening deeply to the knee joint here. So watch here for a sec. If this is your upper knee joint and this is the lower, when you flex the knee, it doesn't just move like a hinge, it glides forward. And then when it extends, it glides back. Understanding that can really help you. Now the next time you come up, you turn the foot in and out. What do I mean by the joint? Well, I call it actually the joint complex. The joint complex includes the joint surfaces in regards to the knee, the meniscus inside the knee, the ligaments inside the knee, like the ACL and so forth, and then the ligaments outside the knee, enveloping it and holding the knee in place. And then I also include the fascial connection that holds the whole kind of leg together. But it's intrinsic. So the first approach to joint health is getting it to move gracefully and fluidly and spatially and openly. And sometimes we're doing outer body stuff at the same time, but not at the exclusion of this. If you want to keep your joints healthy, they need to glide, they need to articulate, and they need to become aware. And so let that leg go straight. Now, hopefully you didn't do the other leg yet. And just let your legs go straight and see if that leg feels a little longer than the other. Why? Because proprioceptively and parasympathetically, you relaxed the muscles. So joint glides have an effect not only on the physical body, but on the psycho-emotional body, because it creates psycho-emotional relaxation, particularly in the muscles, but as the muscles relax, the body relaxes. They're not, as I said to someone the other day who came in who does nothing but extreme weights, and they were mad at themselves for doing that. I said, that's not the problem. It's not what you're doing necessarily the problem. It's what you're not doing. And society does not focus on the intrinsics so much. I mean, that's a generalization. Let's do the other leg. So it's a connection, because the outer body is just as important. It's just not more. And when we use nothing but the outer body, we really suppress the inner body. So these are wonderful joint glides. And say someone wants to say, I want to learn to do a squat better. I don't take them and stand and, okay, let's just do a squat. Let's see you do it. I start right here, the first line of squat, if you will. And we can take this concept to any part of the body. And then I turn the foot in and out. So you're going for a long hike. You finished a long hike. If you like to ski, like someone I know up on the screen, and you like to do extreme sports, that's great. Just also don't ignore the intrinsics. So do a couple of wipers now. So I'm going to have you look here. I want you to see, I've always shown you what the knee does. It does this, right? It glides. Now, the meniscus are moon-shaped on either side of the knee. So they're like this. And they sit on the lower bone like this, and the knee glides on that. So if I turn my right foot in, the right outer meniscus stretches, and the left meniscus softens, folds a little bit. Not big deal. When I turn my right foot out, the left meniscus lengthens and the right meniscus shortens. These jointercizes don't happen when you're doing extreme stuff, not much, and you don't want it to happen there. Here it happens, and one opens and you're getting this inside. So my meniscus were very dry in the early 80s because I did nothing but compress, and that's why one of the reasons they were so easily torn. This lubricates the meniscus. And then it also gives you a sense of the proprioceptive sense of the ACL joints, or the collateral ligaments on the sides, and the intrinsic ligaments as well, and the fascia. And it connects and it starts to say, here's my ankle, here's my hip. And it starts to say to the brain, here I am, listen to me. Okay, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Let's do a squat.